Good evening, friends. Welcome back to my channel, Infinite Trade. So I'm recording video after almost a week now. So today's video is going to be a little longer than usual because I'm going to discuss some weekly view on Nifty and Bank Nifty. So please do adjust to such days when I have my analysis a little longer. Okay, so let's not waste time and directly jump into the analysis. So for the past, I think almost a week, there was a lot of confusion between Nifty and Bank Nifty because Bank Nifty was, showing that it was bullish, especially during the day of budget and even post that. However, Nifty kept on falling subsequently. So let's try and understand what's happening around. And I have done my analysis, checked few data points, and I've come to a conclusion. And that is the conclusion, is something which I'm going to share it with you all with the data. Okay. So the first thing that I wanted to discuss based on the data is, so let's first discuss data a little. Then we'll talk about the charts and the formations. And then we'll also talk about the view for tomorrow. Okay. So first of all, what happened on, or especially in the last week, was that is on Thursday. So on Thursday, FIs, what they did is, previously they had a good number of short positions, okay, in futures. So that was both in Nifty and Bank Nifty. But however, then like for the next 2 days, there was gap up and the gap up sustained. So they had to book their losses. And then on Thursday, they created some significant number of long positions in futures. And again, on Friday, what happened is market made a huge gap down. Okay, so this has put FIs into trouble. So already they booked loss here. Okay, and again, after creating this position, they again have booked loss here, and that is quite evident with the positions. So let me show you all that. So I'm taking out participant wise open interest. Okay, so if you remember, like in the Telegram channel, I had posted that FIs have booked loss in future shorts, and they have created significant long positions. This is something which I shared in the Telegram channel. Okay, so what is the position that I'm talking about? Let me highlight here. So this is, see, just check this out. The long that was on 9th of Feb was less and the shorts were more. So almost this figure is about 20,000. Okay, so they had extra 20,000 shorts, but they totally reversed this position on 10th of Feb. That was on the expiry. So on the expiry, what happened? They carried long positions, and the shorts they booked in losses. So this difference is about I think close to 6,000. Yeah, so slightly above 6,000. So let's consider 6,000. Now again, see what happened. They booked losses in their long positions, and now they have added shorts again. So this difference is again somewhere close to 5,400, something like that. So this is what I'm talking about. So here they booked loss and then created long positions here, and again they booked loss in the long position, and now they have finally added shorts. Okay, so this is a notable point, and this is important for us because we need to understand it is not only we retail traders who make loss, even FIs do that. Okay, but we need to keep these things in mind so that whenever they are changing their positions, definitely market is going to be volatile, and even we may get into trouble at times. So now overall, their view remains bearish again. Okay, sorry. So I don't know what happened on a Thursday post the RBI monetary policy announcement. They changed their position completely to a bullish position, and I thought even they may continue to create bullish positions and then they may take the market up. But due to a gap down on a Friday, everything changed. So this is something which I wanted to let you all know. So now let's discuss something on the charts. So this is Nifty weekly chart. So if you look at the weekly chart, everything is same like what we discussed last week. So last week, if you remember, I had made a support and a resistance, something like this, and then I drew a line somewhere here which was close to 17,600. So I told you that market is always breaking this and taking support. It broke it again, then came down, then again went up to 17,600. So 17,600 is acting like a magnet line. Okay, so market is trying to stay above this or trying to stay below this, but now the chances of going above this 17,600 looks difficult because we closed on a lower point. If we sustained here, then it would have been easier for it to break and then come up to this point. So this point was, I think, around 18,350. Okay, so right now if you look at the formation, this somewhat looks like a head and shoulder pattern. Okay, so if it gives a breakdown, like if it breaks 16,950, then definitely we can be sure that it is an head and shoulder pattern. So previously when we broke this particular head and shoulder pattern, we fell about 1400 points. Okay, so it is 1400. So 1400 points fall. So we fell up to 16,400. Okay, so this time again we can expect a fall of about 1,000 to 1,500 again based on this data. So in technical analysis, we definitely follow historical patterns. So based on that, I'm telling you. So if that fall comes up to this point, somewhere close to 16,000. So let's see what happens. It is still not confirmed if it is a head and shoulder or not. Maybe it can take support here and make a double bottom and then fly above. So anything is possible. So let's hope what happens, but we have to be ready for both the sides. So this is about Nifty's weekly. Bank Nifty doesn't have any great pattern like Nifty to understand what it's doing. But however, this is an important point, which is around 37,400. So in case if it breaks 37,400, then this would look like a double bottom and it may come down until this place again, which is around 35,000. But looking at the positions, Bank Nifty looks pretty decent, or it looks range bound. I'll show you in the option change chart. But if you look at Nifty definitely looks bearish even for the current week, and even for next week, and even for the March monthly option chain. If you check it out, it looks bearish. So this is my view on Nifty and Bank Nifty. So what should be the targets? Let's discuss that. Okay, so Nifty on a higher time frame, if it breaks 16,950, like I said, obviously we'll expect a fall until 16,000, or even maybe further until 15,600. if we have to consider 1400 points. So that is one of the things. So I'm just writing it down. You can note this down. So if we break 16,950 and close with a daily candle, okay, and if we do not gap up above 17,000, and if we continue to remain below 16,950, then sooner we can expect a fall until the first target would be 16,000 and then 15,600. Okay, and similarly, if it breaks 17,625 on the upside, then the immediate target would be 17,800 and then definitely 18,000 also in the chart. Okay, so keep this in mind or note it down. So trading Nifty is going to be easier in the coming days. And if we check Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty's important level is going to be 37,400 to 500. So if it closes below 37,400 or 500, then we can expect a fall until the first fall will be until this place. So what is that place? Let's quickly check. That is around 36,000 and then 35,000. Okay, 36,000 and then 35,000. And similarly, if we continue to go upside like this, and if we break this high, so this high is going to be 39,000. So if Bank Nifty sustains above 39,000, then definitely we can expect 40,200 as the first target in the chart. So this is my view on Nifty and Bank Nifty on a higher time frame. Now let's discuss what we are supposed to do on an intraday basis. Okay, so let's move to 15 minutes time frame candlestick chart. Cool. So now before we discuss the chart, we'll again discuss the participant wise OI and the option chain. So this is the position created on Friday. So FIs have closed their long position and created short positions in future. Pros, they have created some long positions in future and they have closed some shorts. Okay, but this number is not huge considering Friday. But if you look at the call options, see, look, both of them have call long one. So FIs have 51,000 and pros have 1 lakh. And similarly, if you look at the shorts are more than the call long. That means they have bought some call options and sold significant call options. So the net sell figure based on Friday, it is 24,855, which is a huge number on a Friday. And similarly, if you look at the put options, 49,325 put long, which is again a huge number considering Friday. And we saw that FS had created stock future long for the past 2-3 days, but again they came up with a significant amount of shorts in stock future as well. So this indicates that there is no sign of no sign of reversal as of now. So this is quite clear. And similarly, if we look at pros, they have 40,000 call sell and 49,000 put buy. So both of them are bearish. So Monday's trade is going to be on the bearish side. Okay, so this is what our option participant wise OI tells. Now let's quickly check out the option chain. So the first thing which is noticeable here is, look at Bank Nifty's option chain. The OI PCR is around 0.77, which is bearish. So until 0.5, we can expect Bank Nifty to fall. And then 0.45 to 0.5 is a reversal level. So that is a place where we'll have to be a little cautious to expect a reversal in the index. And if you look at the OI charts, we can clearly see that on Friday we have seen a lot of put shorts getting exited, and call shorts have been added significantly. So this is the overall call and put. So the call is more, the put has reduced, and on Friday we hardly see any put writers coming in and writing the put. So this was the overall trend that happened on Friday. So this blue is put, so it continuously remained on the downside and eventually it came down, and the call was continuously on the upside. So ignore this because I closed my system during this time, so no recording post that. And 38,500 PE has huge volume, which indicates a lot of people have bought 38,500 puts. So our option chain indicates that Bank Nifty is bearish for this week. Now let's check Nifty also. So Nifty's OI PCR is around 0.8. So again, bearish. So we can expect more fall until it becomes 0.5 or 0.49, something like that. And if we look at the OI chart, so Nifty definitely looks bearish because look at the overall open interest. The put is like hardly they are present here. Okay, so Bank Nifty, at least the put was until this level, but in Nifty the put writers are not that aggressive, or they're just in their back foot. And again on Friday, not enough put writers showing any support. So on my Telegram channel, I had told you on Thursday evening that Nifty people have done short straddle at 17,600 and in Bank Nifty at 39,000. So which has now shifted to 17,400 in Nifty and 38,500 in Bank Nifty. So usually people put straddle during Thursdays and Fridays because since there is a long weekend, people do not create any directional speculation because that can be dangerous with a huge gap up or a gap down. So people try to take neutral positions. But however, looking at Nifty also, it is clearly visible. Put writers are far away, like they are at their back foot and not in the front foot. And similarly, call writers are also slightly far because that was just Friday. So most of the aggressive positions is something which we'll look at tomorrow. So tomorrow's option chain is going to be very important for us to understand what is the kind of position that we need to take. So this is all about Nifty and Bank Nifty's open interest. So let me just show you the monthly chart also, which will give you an idea. So if you look at the monthly chart, the put, so these I consider to be put long and not put short. Okay, so these are considered to be call long and not call short, because we usually sell at the current expiry and we buy in the far expiry. So when you say call long, that means people have bought 39,500 call options and shorted in the money and at the money in the current week. So that's how you consider it. So looking at the option chain for monthly, both Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty, it is like slightly far, so that is the reason why I said it looks range bound. But if you check Nifty, so this is Nifty's weekly, look at the monthly. So we have good number of put buying seen in 17,000 and 16,500. That means people are expecting the market to fall until this place. So this is what I wanted to show you all. So Nifty looks bearish, Bank Nifty looks more of range bound over a higher time frame. So this is how you analyze the data and come to a conclusion what kind of movement that you can expect in Nifty or Bank Nifty. And just to let you all know, the futures that the FIs booked and created some positions. So they booked So this is something which I wanted to tell you all. So they booked loss in Bank Nifty future, and they have created some aggressive positions, that is short futures in Nifty. Okay, so Bank Nifty, they do not have much of an aggressive position as of now. So their aggressive positions are in Nifty. Okay, so now let's quickly discuss our tomorrow's intraday plan. So I think I have some lines. Yeah, so this is Bank Nifty. So let's quickly discuss Bank Nifty and then we'll check out Nifty. So if you remember, in my Telegram channel, I had posted that Bank Nifty will take an halt at 38,500. I told people clearly that if you try to short Bank Nifty in any case, book your complete profit at 38,500, because I knew that it is not going to fall beyond that. And it did not fall. So every time it came down below 38,500, it immediately retraced back, and even the closing is above 38,500. So the closing is at 38,517. And in Nifty, I had clearly told you that if it breaks 17,540, the first target is going to be 430 and the second target is going to be around 300 to 270. And Nifty made a low of 17,303, so it came until 17,300, then it bounced back and then closed somewhere close to 17,374. So whatever we discussed, things happened in the similar way. The only thing is market gap down, so a lot of people would find it difficult to take an entry. Okay, so now what should be our plan? So the plan is going to be very simple. So Nifty is looking bearish. So what we'll do is, as soon as Nifty breaks 17,300, okay, we're going to take an entry here, and the first target is going to be this place, which is around 17,220. Okay, this is our first target, and the second target is going to be 17,090 or 17,100. So once we break the Friday's low, we are going to expect to fall until 17,000 once again. So we can book around 1,700 and then wait and see what happens at 17,000, because that is an important level. And if we break it, then the head and shoulder will become valid and it will give us a confirmation. So please keep a note of it. Then we may take some aggressive positions. So this is my view on Nifty on the downside, and for any upside trade, it should be only about 17,450. So if Nifty goes above 17,450, then definitely it will travel until 17,600. So keep that in mind. Next is Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty is again going to be simple. So let's pull this line a little downside. So if Bank Nifty breaks 38,450, we are going to be buying a put option, and our immediate target is going to be 38,060. Okay, so which is around a 400 points fall. But Bank Nifty may come a little slower, but Nifty may come aggressively. And I think, sorry, I just forgot to mention, I just checked SGX Nifty yesterday. It was already indicating an 160 point gap down. So it has, SGX Nifty has closed at 17,195. So let's see how the market opens, because if it opens with a deep gap down, then obviously we may not get a very good trade, and for newbies it can be a little confusing and dangerous. But in case if there is anything, I'll definitely post it on the Telegram group. So people who have not joined the Telegram group, I definitely give the link in the description box. Please join the Telegram group. So we may have to wait for an hour to see what is the kind of price action they are building up. So in case if we get a retracement on the upper side, definitely we'll take a chance to buy a put option. Okay, and again for Bank Nifty, any upside trade that should be only above 38,800. Then we may see an upside until 39,000, but I'm not looking anything beyond 39,000. So upside trade is going to be very dicey. So let's avoid the upside trade as of now, because the data is completely bearish and the positions on a longer time frame also looks bearish. So let's think about taking bearish trades for now. I hope you all understood it and enjoyed watching it. Thank you for watching. Do share these videos with your friends and colleagues and your family members, and let's build a bigger community. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.